Hi, everyone. Welcome to Reycraft Book Storytime. I'm Eileen, and I'll be reading for you today, Little Frog's Big Mouth by Muren Hu and Lei Zhao. Now, let me tell you a little bit about the author and illustrator. They both love to create. Muren Hu loves to write. He writes poetry and fairy tales and all kinds of wonderful stories. And Lei Zhao loves to make dolls. I mean, she does a lot of other stuff, painting and all kinds of creative things, but her favorite thing to do is make dolls. So check out the illustrations as we read this book. They are very, very special. They're made of fabric. So let's get started. Here we go. Little Frog had a very big mouth. It was very wide too, and it was very good at catching bugs. Every time Little Frog opened her big wide mouth, she caught a tasty bug. Yum! Little Frog also had a best friend. Her name was Little Bird. Little Frog and Little Bird were very different. Little Frog leaped across the ground, while Little Bird flapped across the sky. But they were both great at catching bugs. One day, Little Rabbit came, hopping along. He said to Little Frog, "You and Little Bird are both great at catching bugs." "I know," said Little Frog. "But Little Bird has a tiny little beak, and you have a big wide mouth. Ew!" Little Frog had never thought of it that way before. Was it better to have a little mouth than a big one? She went to the water and looked at her reflection. "My mouth is too big," she cried. In fact, it was huge. It was gigantic. It was enormous. She had never been so unhappy. Just then, Little Bird flew by. Her best friend looked very upset. "Little Frog, what's wrong?" she asked. "What's wrong? What's wrong? My mouth is so big it could swallow this whole pond. That's what's wrong." Plop! Little Frog fell into the water. Little Frog went to see Dr. Mantis. "Are you sick?" asked the doctor. "Worse," said Little Frog. "My mouth is too big." "Your mouth is too big? I'm not sure I understand. It helps you catch bugs, doesn't it?" "I don't care about that," said Little Frog. "I just want it small." "If you say so," said Dr. Mantis, and he put in a few stitches. Little Frog was so happy with her little new mouth. She couldn't wait to try it out. First, she went to catch some bugs. After all, she was great at it. But she couldn't catch a single one. She opened her mouth as wide as she could, but she couldn't get her tongue out to snatch them. "Oh well," said Little Frog. "Who cares if I can't catch a bug? Just look at how teeny tiny my mouth is." She almost croaked with joy. Almost. Next, Little Frog went to sing with her friends. "Croak, croak, croak," everyone sang. Little Frog tried to sing along. "Croak, croak, croak." She couldn't get the sound out. "Go away, Little Frog," said her friends. "You sound terrible." Little Frog felt terrible too. A snack might help, she thought. But all she could do was drink water. Little Frog went for a walk. On her way, she met Giraffe. "Hey, Giraffe," she said, "your neck is huge. It's gigantic. It's enormous." "Sure is," said Giraffe. "Doesn't it bother you that it's so big?" "Certainly not," said Giraffe. "It helps me get the delicious leaves at the top of this tree, doesn't it?" Next, Little Frog met Egret. "Hey, Egret," she said, "your beak is huge. It's gigantic. It's enormous." "Sure is," said Egret. "Doesn't it bother you that it's so big?" "Certainly not," said Egret. "It helps me get the delicious fish at the bottom of this lake, doesn't it?" Little Frog had a lot to think about. It seemed like all the animals had different mouths and necks and beaks for a reason. They all had different jobs to do. Just then, Little Bird flew by. "Oh my," she said. "What have you done, Little Frog?" "Well, Little Rabbit told me my mouth was too big." "Who cares what he thinks?" said Little Bird. "A big mouth can catch more bugs." "You're right," said Little Frog. "But what can I do now?" "Get those stitches unstitched. Hop to it." So Little Frog went back to Dr. Mantis. "I made a big mistake," said Little Frog. "A huge mistake, an enormous mistake. Could you please take out these stitches? I miss my big mouth." "I knew you'd be back," said Dr. Mantis. "Big, little, what does it matter? The important thing is how well it works." "You're right," said Little Frog, and she stretched her unstitched mouth big and wide. Ah! The first thing Little Frog did with her big wide mouth was eat. She was so hungry, she caught one bug after another. When Little Frog was full, she lay back and relaxed. She thought about her big wide mouth and how proud she was to have it. And then guess what happened? Little Rabbit came hop, hop, hopping back. "I'm sorry, Little Frog," he said. "I guess I was the one with the big mouth." "It's okay," said Little Frog. And they used their little arms to give each other a great big hug. Thank you so much for joining us today. And we hope that you'll go to our Reycraft Books channel on YouTube and see more of our stories. If you've missed them, they're all there. And stay tuned for more. Bye-bye.